This is Energized, a podcast about simple ways you can improve your energy. I'm Dina Savitz, a naturopath, personal trainer and wellness coach with 14 years experience working with a wide range of clients to help improve their health, fitness and overall energy. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Energized. This week, I'm talking about a very simple way that you can improve your energy. And I say very simple because it is, but also because it's often overlooked as a cause of low energy levels. And that is the idea of grounding, earthing, forest bathing, all terms that mean basically the same thing, which is getting out into nature and either taking your shoes off, so doing a bit of grounding by placing your feet onto the earth. It's called earthing because it's the idea that you're reconnecting back to the earth. If you're at the beach, it would be putting your feet on the sand or getting into the water, doing something that reconnects you back into nature. So just my general health disclaimer before I start this episode. While I am a qualified naturopath and personal trainer, all advice in this podcast is general in nature. So I think that in some ways, we're really lucky living in the times that we do. We've got iPhones, computers, internet, apps, everything that is, lets you just get whatever you want with a couple taps on your screen. However, some of these, 21st century necessities, I feel make us a little bit over-connected and it can be really hard to switch off. So a little bit of the science around this. When I talk about switching off, I'm talking about your nervous system. So your autonomic nervous system has two divisions. It has your sympathetic nervous system and your parasympathetic nervous system. They're both really important, but they function with two very different purposes. When it comes to your energy level, you want to make sure that both your sympathetic nervous system and your parasympathetic nervous system are not out of balance. So your sympathetic nervous system is your fight or flight response. It either helps you fight something or flight, run away from a situation that might be dangerous for you. It's really important when there's a real danger that's lurking. However, more often than not in today's day and age, it switches on multiple times a day when a threat is not that real. On the other hand, your parasympathetic nervous system is your rest and digest response. It helps your body to relax and it also stimulates your digestion after you eat. A really simple way to activate your parasympathetic nervous system is to take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And the longer that you exhale, the more you're sending the message to your parasympathetic nervous system that everything is okay, it can switch on and do its thing. So when it comes to energy and fatigue, a lot of people have a very active sympathetic nervous system, constantly in that fight or flight, and a parasympathetic nervous system, which just goes along for the ride a lot of the time. Learning to relax helps to activate your parasympathetic nervous system and does wonders for your overall energy levels. So a really easy way to get that parasympathetic nervous system to switch on is to go and spend time in nature. And this is where grounding or earthing comes in. And the definition that you can find online for grounding or earthing is a practice that connects you energetically with the earth's core and is a foundation for vibrant health. There's also a definition of forest bathing, which is another term, which is very similar, but that definition is that it's a Japanese practice based on being in the presence of trees, which has been proven to lower heart rate and blood pressure, reduce stress hormone production, boost your immune system, and improve overall feelings of well-being. So, what is a really easy way to do this? is to go and spend some time in nature every single day. No negotiating on that. That could mean simply going to a local park where there are trees around you. It could simply be going into your backyard if you're lucky enough to have trees out there, or onto a balcony, looking at trees, going for some kind of walk in nature. So whether that's down by the beach, through a local park, into a rainforest, any of these is an absolutely amazing way to activate your parasympathetic nervous system and help you to relax. And ultimately, if you're relaxed and you're taking time out from your busy schedule, then that is going to help energize you for the rest of your day. So that's how it's all connected. Now, onto this week's herb of the week. I wanted to talk about dandelion this week. So only really because it is one of those herbs that you can find. It's actually a weed. So it's one of those common weeds that you can see everywhere. And I thought it would be a really good herb to talk about, because if you go outside and you're going out in nature, then you could have a look for it. And if you're not too sure what dandelion looks like, I'm going to post a photo as usual over on my Instagram at Dina Savitz. So jump on there and have a look. And then I'd love if you let me know if when you head out to do some earthing or grounding or forest bathing, you see any dandelion root or dandelion flowers. So in herbal medicine, both the dandelion root and the dandelion leaf is used, but more commonly is the root. And you can go to some cafes and order a dandelion latte. And its main actions are it acts as a bitter tonic, it can be a mild laxative, and also a mild diuretic. So an extra health disclaimer here, just make sure that if you are taking any medication, that you check with your healthcare provider before using dandelion root. It's indicated for digestive liver insufficiency, constipation, gallstones, gallbladder dysfunction, rheumatism, chronic skin disorders. It's also just a really beautiful tonic that helps support your liver do its beautiful job of detoxification. I will be talking more about dandelion and ways that you can bring it into your everyday health regime over on Instagram at Dina Savitz. Wishing you a wonderful week ahead. I hope that you manage to get outside to do some forest bathing, maybe with a dandelion latte in there.